What's going on, guys? Housekeeper15 here, and today I'm going to be doing sort of a tutorial on how to kind of mix in the F2L method with the beginner's method on the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. So let me give this cube a scramble and we'll get right into it. Alright, so I gave this cube a scramble, and so mixing in F2L, if you guys don't know what that is, if you know the beginner's method, what you do is you do the white cross, and then you place in the corners to complete the whole first layer, and then you put in these edges to complete the second layer, and then you just finish up the third layer. So F2L, what that stands for is first two layers, which because you're solving the first two layers at the same time, or simultaneously, I guess you would say. So the first thing that you need to do, of course, in any case of solving the Rubik's Cube, is solving the white cross. So right here, just see like that. Alright, so there's the white cross, and now we can move on to the first parts of F2L. So the first thing that you want to do is put the white cross on the bottom of the cube, so the white side or center is facing upwards. And what you want to look for is the corner pieces. Look for ones that have white on it, and you want to turn your cube so you see the two colors here, and this is red, green, and white. So what we need to do, since it's F2L, we're taking the white corners just like we would to complete the first layer, but we're going to match up the edges so it completes these two bits at the same time. So I see that since this is white, red, and green, here we need to find the red and green side piece, or edge piece, I guess you'd say, and it's right here. So what we need to do is bring this into the top layer, move it out of this range of motion because we need to preserve our white cross, and just bring this back down so it's out here on the top layer. And so now what we need to do, since the green is on top for this red and green edge piece, we need the green to be on top for this corner piece. So what we can do is just flip this side up, so we flip the corner so the green is up, and then bring that out of the range of motion along with the edge out of the range of motion because we need to preserve our white cross. And so now we see that we have our corner piece here and our edge piece here. We need to match them up to complete the pair. So what we need to do is bring this corner piece out of the range of motion, the top layer range of motion, bring this edge piece right over here, and then lift this back up, preserving our white cross. And now we have successfully paired the first two colors. So now what you want to do is place it in between, since this is green and red, place it in between the green and red centers. So how you do that is, since we're going to be lifting up the red side right here, you want these over the green side, and just lift up the red side, turn the top layer clockwise so it places it in like so, and then just bring it down. And now you see we have completed the first pair, and you can see the corner is placed in, and so is the edge piece. So now let's look for our next one right here, orange and blue. So let's look for the orange and blue edge piece, which is right here. And so since blue is on top right here, we're going to have to get blue on top right here. But what we can do is a simple move, so we can pair them up and place them in at the same time. You want to make sure you want to move this top layer around until you can bring down this corner and it won't disturb any paired edges, like say it was right here. Now bring it down, and if I wanted to move this over here, like what we're going to do, I would take out this green and red pair that we solved earlier. So you want to put it so you have a non-matched pair right here, back there. Bring it out of the top layer's range of motion, turn the top twice, and then lift it back up, preserving the white cross. And now, since this is the orange and blue colors, put it in between the orange and blue centers. And now to flip this, to pair them up and place them in 3 moves, I believe it is, all you need to do is lift this up, and what that does is pair this, so that's one move, and then you place it in, that's two moves, and then you just bring it down, that's three. So now we have put in our first two pairs. And now our next one I see is this orange and green corner. What we want to do, since white is on the top, we don't want that on the top, so let's bring it over an unmatched pair, which is right here, and then let's bring it up and then out of the range of motion so we can bring that side back down and preserve our cross. Now let's just bring it back here, and now we can see that it's next to the edge, but it's not like twisted correctly. So now what we want to do is bring this back so we can bring this down and not disturb any pairs. So right here, unmatched pairs, so we can just go like this, bring it that way, and then lift this back up, preserving the white cross. And now, once again, we're in that situation where we can just put it in between the green and orange centers and just lift it up to pair them up and then place them in. And here we see our last one, white, red, and blue. Since it's right next to the unwanted pair, I guess you would say, we can just put it so like this over an unmatched pair. Well, I guess those are sort of matching, but it's not the correct one. So you can just lift that up, turn the top twice to bring both pieces out of the range of motion, and bring it back down, preserving the white cross. And now we can just to pair these up, since blue is on top for both of them, we can just bring this down out of the range of motion for the top layer, and making sure that there is a unmatched pair back here. Bring that down, bring this blue and red piece over, lift this back up to pair them up. And now we can easily just place it in once again. And you have completed your F2L. And now on from here, you can just solve the yellow cross and do OLL or whatever you like to do. And I do OLL now and PLL. I'm sure you guys, if you're watching this, you're just getting started on F2L and you might not want to learn that yet, and you would be matching up your edges and like that, and then your corners, and doing that big long algorithm to solve the cube. But that's it for the F2L. If you guys have any questions, be sure to comment down below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. And if you really enjoyed it, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It would really help out a lot. And until the next video, guys.